Right, for the problem with the wash, I've turned the water off so it won't pump. It's got milk in it at the moment, so if you turn the water off, you can't get any water in the milk. Wash button. It's mid-cycle. I can hear the cold water valve. Well, the hot water valve actually. Just a second, that just tells it's been stopped mid-cycle. So we've turned the timer right round because it was mid-cycle. We want it right at the start. Right, on the floor now. We were expecting, from the symptoms I described, we could hear something humming that that pump wasn't going to start, but it has. So what we've done there, we took the tube off of that pipe. You can just about see it there. That tube there goes onto that little stainless steel, this little stainless steel pipe here. That tube there. So that'll now. That should spray water. On the floor, which it isn't. So the problem is looking to be the cold water valve. So we'll have that apart and have a look. We checked the coil on there, and that's got resistance on there, so that seemed just like 2.4 kiloohms usually, something like that. And that was fine. So then we took this off. When we opened the tap, we only got a little jet of water coming out about that far, so there's really low water pressure for some reason. So that valve's working, and that is hot water running out of there. So we've done the cold rinse. There's not enough pressure to get the water up into the pump, so it will spray. So that valve's okay, despite the look of it. That one seems to be okay. So there's nothing on the valve side that would stop the wash from proceeding. If the chemical one's gone, it just doesn't take the chemical in, it doesn't affect the cycle at all. So we might be looking at low water pressure. That's the Ariston. Stand back and get a look at it. Water heater, about 150 litres. We've got a scale filter, pressure reducing valve, pressure relief valve, safety valve on the inlet, because they're non-vented, these things are mains pressure heaters. But the favourite, if we've got a good pressure here, we should open that tap, you can hear the water coming out. That's fairly gushing out of there, so I wonder whether this is blocked up and it's not letting enough water through the heater. I've had that before on ice makers when the filters are blocked up. Right, so that's hot fill for the hot to warm the tank up. So we'll advance the timer. That's the recirculation, pumps running. I understand, pumps running. Then the dump valve opens, the remainder of the water runs out. Lift that jug up to there, we don't really want. Take the jug out completely. That's a cleaning chemical. We've got plenty of pressure there on there. That will be the chemical going in. That will be the hot fill. Once the level sensor is satisfied, the pump will start. And halfway through that should stop. And it starts the other way. It's got a spray head on the paddle. That valve should open, let the water out. We should do a whole rinse, which we have. A little tiny bit of water's come out. That valve shut. Well, that should be cold fill now. For some reason we've got no. Might not have started yet. There we go. On some of them they do a hypochlorite rinse, so the valve shuts and there's a few minute gap while the hypo would be going in if you had the hypochlorite valve sitting here. On the package tanks they also reverse the condenser fan motors to blow the dust out during that part of the cycle. There we go, that's the water coming out of there. Let's put this on here. If you can see that, that's the water level. That's it. That's the level sensors made. You can hear the timer started up now. And then the pump, level's gone down. And take some more water in. That's all coming out. Well, so far everything is done what it should. Might take that pump apart, sometimes the impellers come apart. Right, tank has just been emptied, the tank. So we can try this. That should be the cold water going in. It's obviously not enough to get up into the pump. Right, the dump valve is just shut, and that is the hot water going in. So that'll come up that level should come up until it's around here somewhere. That's the level there. I can still hear water going in. It's looking more like low water pressure. It might be a bit higher today. But if it gets too low, they can even get to the point where they take some water in and then they stop taking any more in. As the head of water gets higher in here, it gets harder for it to push water in. So we need to look at his main supply. I think he's got two supplies coming in. One's got stupidly high pressure and the other one hasn't, but it could be that filter. Or he's got a check valve on there to stop any chemicals being siphoned back out the washing of the mains water, and he's got a pressure reducing valve, so it could be any of those that's playing up. I've definitely got a problem with the water pressure, so I didn't even start that when it started filling. It's probably been 5 minutes or something, and I thought it's still only halfway up the level, so I thought I'd start the timer. We're coming up to 9 minutes now. It shouldn't take any more than sort of a tank this size, probably 3 or 4 minutes to fill that. You really don't want to go longer than 6 minutes with these little coils because they're only rated for intermittent use. They tend to overheat, and I think that's what leads to them burning out. If you're always bored, I had another one of these, a new one, where the nuts haven't gone rusty, so I've changed that on the cold water valve, put some copper grease around it, so that when that does eventually go, we'll be able to get the screws out easily. So they were just about able to get them to undo this time, but if they don't, you end up having to get a little junior hacksaw and trying to cut them out. We're still waiting for this to fill, so I think this is a water pressure issue at the moment. That's got to nearly 20 minutes, it was probably over 20 minutes. And the whole wash cycle shouldn't take more than sort of 35-40 minutes, so it would have still been filling. I got fed up waiting for it, so I shut the tap and brought the level up. It was just on the point of switching. Somewhere around about here. So it saves a minute or two. Always have to be here all day otherwise. So this is like the hot, just to warm the tank up, and it should take some chemical in on the next one. That's the chemical. Water comes up the thin tube and then it overflows and goes in the big tube, and then that washes the chemical out, and then once it's finished it actually siphons it all back out the thin tube, so it's quite clever. Stop and actually siphon out. There it goes. It's up nearly up to half an hour on this one. No, we're still not quite there. Yeah, so low water pressure. Oh, freezing. It's about 3 degrees here. It's around for a couple of hours. And frozen. But it's just on the cold fill now. It's done everything it should. So water level is, don't show up very well. That's it there basically. It's got about another ½ inch to go. I think it's been about 20 minutes or something. 15 minutes, let's see. 21 minutes. So it definitely looks like a water pressure problem. And you can actually hear it's quite a noise around here. Sounds like there's some sort of restriction. That's the scale filter there. I think that's what the problem is. Oh, that'd be the first thing. Something care compact. That'd be the first thing to change, I think. We'll see how it goes. But if that don't work, we'll have to get a pressure gauge and see what mains pressure is.